Hello everyone, I'm Brian, coach of the Crystal Bay Combo. Today I will be bringing you my draft analysis of the PCL Season 6. First off, I didn't really have a plan, so I kind of went all in with my first pick, trying to get something very, viable, something that could fit a lot of teams, anything that I basically wanted. I also had third pick, meaning that it would take a long while before it came back to me. So that's why I started off with Scizor. Scizor is incredible. It's a really reliable defog user. It's great priority. It's a steel type. It has recovery in Roost. That's basically why I drafted it. It fits well with a lot of fairy types, a lot of dragon types who could use some steel type priority on their side. Basically a great mon overall. After this, I kind of had to wait and see what was left. Unfortunately, Charizard X was sniped right before my eyes. Should have been really fun to use. But now I've got to use a different dragon, which is Mega Altaria. Personally, it's something I also have never used before. It's an incredible breaker, has Dragon Dance. Its Dragon Fairy type is very unique. I like it a lot. I usually don't like Fairy types. So having Dragon and Fairy in one, I don't mind at all. Apart from that, Resisting Dragon is incredible for a Dragon type, I think. It's going to be really fun to use. It does get 25% damage from coming in on Stealth Rocks, but I have Scizor for defog, so I don't really have to worry about that. And of course those fairy types are gonna be scared from that Scizor, so I think this is a great core. Next up, I kind of needed something for steel types, I figured. Fire types were going away pretty quickly, so I figured I should grab Infernape. Infernape is an incredible Pokemon. Close combat, Flare Blitz, also gets Stealth Rock, a lot of things, Mach Punch as well, gets that Iron Fist. I've always wanted to use this one. Gets all kinds of setup, literally can be anything I want it to be. Very excited to use it. Mainly on my team to deal with steel types, I think, but I definitely want to use it in a lot of different ways. So it's gonna be very fun. Looking forward to using that. Next up we have a grass type. I really needed one. Unfortunately, I just barely missed out on Serperior, which would have been incredible. It has an amazing speed tier, which I unfortunately didn't get. Instead, I got Shaman. I figured Seed Flare, Seed Flare is a really good attack, 130 special, I think, which is really strong. I needed that for those bulky waters. My team didn't really deal with Scald. Shaman does have natural cure as well, so it can easily come in on those. It has a ground resist for Infernape, so I figured, it's a pretty well-based one. Also has those cleric options with aromatherapy. It's gonna be pretty fun to use, even as Earth Power. It's gonna be interesting. Next up, I decided to grab something that would help me with all these setup mons. So a good bulky Psychic is what I need, I figured, with screens, something with even Trick Room possibly. So I went and grabbed the Uxie, one of the 3 lake fairies, what are they called, whatever. It's a bulky one, also has a real nice 95 face speed here. It also has a lot of, a lot of status. It also has Memento, it has Levitate for those ground types. It's overall really good. Yeah, can't wait to use it. I think it's gonna be very useful to my team. Getting up like 7 turns of screens, then Memento wing, and getting Altaria to set up. It's gonna be really good. I can't wait. Next up, I figured, another Levitator would be good. I really needed a Fly Resist at this point, because I had Infernape and Shaman were both weak to it. Scizor, of course, having the bug typing, its shield type didn't really work out. and I didn't want to grab another steel type. At this point the best ones were gone anyway. So I figured I should grab Rotom. Rotom is not only a ghost type as well, making me immune to those normal type moves, fighting type moves, and ground type moves. It's just really good. I've said really good a lot in this video. It also has Volt Switch, it's a really good Trick Room user. Also gives me screens, making me be able to choose between Uxie and Rotom. It's really helpful. It has Will-O-Wisp as well, making it easy for me to set up against strong physical attackers as well. Next up, I figured I needed a water type. I had Shaman, Infernape. What else could I need? I really wanted a water ground type because I had Scizor, who has that 4 times grass resistance. So I figured, it's perfect. Scizor can pivot into that and other way around. So I went and grabbed Quagsire, the cheapest one. It has Unaware and it has Water Absorb, which are both 2 great abilities, helping me with Scalds, helping me against setup mons as well. Also has Scalds of its own, has Earthquake, also hitting those steel types, which is very, very useful. Next up, I figured I actually could use one more special breaker. I didn't want to bring Mega Altaria as a special breaker all the time, neither with Infernape. I think they are both better as being physical breakers. So I went and grabbed a mon that I've never really used before. I went and grabbed Porygon Z. It has a lot of special attack, 135, 90 speed, it has agility, it has nasty block, it has adaptability and download, 2 incredible abilities that I can't wait to use. Also definitely gonna put a Z Crystal on it, giving me that Z Hyper Beam adaptability boosted. Normalium Z, it's gonna be really, really fun. Gonna be tough to switch into. And next up, I unfortunately got sniped off a Weavile. Weavile being, an incredible Dark type, incredible Ice type, helping with those dragons. Not only that, just 125 speed, man, is so good. Outspeed a lot in draft. So I figured, I really need something at that speed tier. At this point, my highest is Infernape. 108 speed is not a lot. So I thought, what? I will just go and grab Double Fire, and I went and grabbed Talonflame. Talonflame I've used before. It's really fun. Definitely not as bad as people make it out to be without its Gale Wings, Ultra Boost, whatever. Of course, it's really weak to those Stealth Rocks, but I have Rotom and Scizor at this point who can both defog and are both really good at that. Not only that, Gale Wings Brave Bird is so good. Bird spam is a real thing, which is why it's so good at that. Also, another way for me to check those Steel types, which I don't deal with all too well at this point. And of course, that 126 speed, Sword Sense, could even run a fun natural gift set, which I've done before, because it only has Flare Bits and a Brave Bird really to hit Pokemon. Also has U-Turn, which is very useful, giving me some momentum. And next up, missing out on Weavile made me realize I really needed a Dark type. And another Stealth Rock resistance, now that I have Talonflame, wouldn't be bad. So I went and grabbed Scrafty. Scrafty, I fucking hate Scrafty. Last season, I actually lost to it twice, so I thought to myself, you know what, fuck that, I'm not gonna lose again. So I went and grabbed Scrafty, really strong mon, really bulky, 116 defensive stats. That's so good. Oh my god, why? Why is it so bulky? Look how thin it is. Jesus Christ. It has Dragon Dance, it has Moxie, Intimidate, Shed Skin, all those amazing abilities. It's gonna be really fun to use. Also has that knockoff, which only Scizor has at this point, I think, which is really useful. Has a rock resistance, very good, very good. Fortune also gives me another flying weakness, which sucks. I have Infernape, Shaman, as crafty now, with only Rotom resisting, so I figured, you know, I needed my last pick to be something that resists those flying type moves, while also not, you know, being like something like Rhydon, which is a really good Pokemon, but gives me another grass type weakness, gives me this, gives me that. So I went and grabbed Big Boy Tyrantrum. Oh my god, I love this Pokemon. Just being able to click that head smash against all those flying types, it's gonna be beautiful. Oh my god, I love him. Also as another Dragon Dance user, can't get enough of that. It's gonna be a real threat. It allows me to switch between Megatalia and Tyrantrum. It's gonna be tough to deal with. I can't imagine having to, you know, train against that, or build against that, I mean. It's gonna be really fun. You know, weakness-wise, it doesn't really matter. You're not gonna be switching into anything hard, I think. It's mainly there to deal with those flying types. I think, you know, flying type spam is a real thing in draft, especially with like the genies, with Pokemon like Swellow, anything like that. So that's why I went for it. I think Rock Polish with weakness policy can also be really fun. I think overall I have a real solid team here, and I'm actually surprised about that. You know, I went in without a plan, and I think I really came on top. I'm excited to see how this season goes, honestly. I think probably the biggest flaw of this team would be that it doesn't have enough recovery. Even though I do have Shaman and Quagsire, I don't know. But it's gonna be real fun. I think water types are kind of a problem also, but I have Shaman. I think I will be fine, honestly. I have a good feeling about this. I hope to see you in the drafts. Alright, bye.